Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make I'm a Karen casserole. Hi, I am Karen, and I am not a Karen, but today I'm going to be showing you how to make Karen's casserole. Now, this came about because my brother-in-law, who's quite cheeky, gave me this dish, and you can see here I made an amazing casserole in it, and I'm going to share with you today how to make that. Now, you might be wondering, where's the Instant Pot come in this? Well, don't worry, the Instant Pot's definitely used to prepare the ingredients that go into that casserole dish. And if you don't want to cook it in the oven, you don't have to. That's a completely optional step. So this is kind of a mashup recipe between two recipes I love. The two recipes are chicken tetrazzini, which I grew up with, and then a ham and rice casserole with broccoli in it. So I kind of put those two recipes together to make an amazing dinner recipe for you tonight, and I know you're gonna love it. So I hope that you give this recipe a shot and that you subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Turn your Instant Pot to the saute setting, and once it says hot, then you can add in 2 tablespoons of butter. And you're just going to want to let that butter melt for a minute or so, and then add in 1 cup of diced onions. What I've been doing lately is buying these recipe ready onions in the frozen section of my grocery store. I got them for $1, and there's, I don't know, 2 to 3 cups of onions in this package, and it just makes it really convenient when you're in a time crunch and you don't want to chop onions. So I'm going to add those onions right into the pot, and I didn't defrost them or anything. And then I'm going to saute these onions for about 4-5 minutes until they get a little soft and translucent. Now I'm adding in 1 2/3 cups of water along with some better than bouillon chicken base. Now you can also just add in 1 2/3 cup of chicken broth. It's up to you. I like the base because it stays good forever in my fridge. And then add in 1 1/4 cup of brown rice that's not cooked, that's uncooked. And just give it a quick stir. Add in 1 large chicken breast. Now mine is frozen, and you can have it frozen or thawed, it doesn't matter. I'm adding in a teaspoon of garlic powder and then a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste right on top of the chicken. After that, I'm gonna add in about 8 ounces, half a pound of sliced mushrooms. And you can leave out the mushrooms if you're not a fan, but we love mushrooms, so I added them. Put the lid on, make sure valve set to sealing, and then set the pressure cook or manual button to 22 minutes, and that's for the brown rice. It takes a while for brown rice to cook. After 22 minutes is up, let the pot sit for 10 minutes, and then release any remaining pressure by moving the valve to venting. You want to get 2 forks and just shred up that chicken. It should be easy to shred. And then stir in 2 cups of ham cubes and a package of frozen broccoli. And I just let mine sit on the counter the whole time I've been cooking, so it's kind of a little bit thawed. And we're going to stir that until it's completely combined well. And then add in a cup of sour cream for the creamy factor of a casserole. You need that. And if you don't like sour cream, you can also use Greek yogurt. Now I piled mine into my fancy casserole dish and just kind of patted it down there. And then added a little bit of salt and pepper on top to taste. And 2 cups of Colby Jack cheese that had been shredded. Now for the crunchy topping, we're going to use a sleeve of Ritz crackers, and I'm just smashing them up in a baggie with my hands, and then going to put them right over the top of the casserole. This is going to go in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. Here is the finished product. I let the casserole get all bubbly and delicious in the oven for about 15-20 minutes.
It's already warm, so really you just want that cheese to melt and those crackers to get a little bit browned. Can't wait to dive into this delicious casserole. Thanks so much for being here today. I'd like to remind you about my new 365 Days of Pressure Cooking Cookbook that you can find on my website. I will put the link to purchase it in the description below.